I gotta be honest with you, about halfway through, I was kind of hoping that Ryan Reynolds would like tear his shirt off and he'd be like Green Lantern, and we'd find out this was some sort of like Green Lantern sequel where he hides himself as a lawyer in plain sight. It's not that. Woman in Gold is the name of the movie. It stars Helen Mirren and Ryan Reynolds. It's a true story based on a woman who had to flee Austria during World War II and what happens when she tries to reclaim her artwork that was her family's, but that the Nazis took from her, and now the government of Austria has it. So there's kind of some legal ins and outs. It's like a courtroom case that happens. Ryan Reynolds is the lawyer, and she's trying to get it back. This is a good movie. I'm a sucker for a true story, especially if it's a good one. And this is a really good story. Let's start there. I found myself not only learning kind of about the history of what the art might mean to this country and to this person, but I also found myself enthralled with the very personal story of this woman and how she approached this as she was getting on in years. I thought they painted all that really, really well. It's helped, of course, by some amazing performances. Helen Mirren, of course, is great, as she always is. Ryan Reynolds was really good, really good. And in fact, I'm really glad to see him being able to do some acting, and kind of jump out of that shtick that, kind of that leading guy shtick that he has to do a lot of times. And he gets to be like a real human being here in some ways. And I really thought that was good. Daniel Bruhl, I think is how you say his name. He's also in this. You may remember him from Rush. And some other things. He continues to be one to watch for me. I thought he, again, was really, really good in this. So lots of interesting stuff going on here with the story. That kept me engaged with the acting. Plus, there's some really good humor here. I think the sense of humor in this is really good. It's not often, but when it comes, it's funny. It's genuinely funny. It reminds me of The Imitation Game in that way, where the humor informs the story in a funny way and just kind of gives you a little lightness amidst the heaviness of maybe the drama in the story. And that's probably the worst thing about this movie, is it does get a little bit dry, right? It kind of feels stodgy and straightforward. There's not a lot of, really crazy things that happen, but it's real life. So I'm kind of glad they just let it be real life. And I think that actually benefits it overall, but you can get a little bored, I think, sometimes through the law stuff and kind of the explanation of, democracies and what's going on with those and how they're doing it and all that kind of stuff. So anyways, overall, I think Women in Gold does not suffer too much from that stuff, enough to bring it down a lot. It's a fun watch in many ways. It's an interesting watch in a lot of ways. Overall, I'd probably give it a B+. So there you go. Thanks for checking out the review. Appreciate that very much. As always, I'll put the cards up here in the corner, so just click the eye. You can even do that right now. It won't stop the video, and you'll see, you'll be able to scroll through like a link to the website, yourmoviefriend.com, links to other reviews I've done recently, which you can check out there, and then also, I believe, support is in there as well. If you want to throw a buck or two my way for the video, I'd very much appreciate it and be able to keep doing them. So also you can subscribe. I'll throw that up above my head like I usually do. And other than that, thanks for being here. Go ahead and comment whatever you want to do. Let me know what you thought of Women in Gold if you happen to see it. It's kind of a rental. I guess I should say that. It's not one you necessarily need to rush out and see, but it's one I think would be a good evening rental at some point. Maybe throw a Redbox movie in or something. So so let me know if you do that, and then leave a comment here and let me know what you thought. As always, here's 5 extra seconds to hit subscribe.